This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. A second ago, the Dolphin offense led out onto the field by their veteran quarterback, Ryan Tannehill. He and his mates in for a tough one as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They're losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Hunter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
On first down, it's Darnold. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Hurry up, here we go.
Play action. It's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, have that dagger play, have that play to just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
The starters on the defensive side of the ball for Miami, well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second down and 10. Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but
Still
all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, 2.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw on second down is Darnold, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now it's Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And now out come the Patriots. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The play fake, and it's Darnold. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. first down carry. It's Michel. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On second down, Darnold. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Gordon. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over!
On second down, Michel. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now Darnold. He'll check this one down to Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding, offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And it is caught at the 7. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Darnold from the gun. Steps away to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, but it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter one. 7-0 is our score, and we'll be back to South Florida after this.
The NFL Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Darnold. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Hunter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, that's Hunter. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the 1st down.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Set. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. 20.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch
Automatic
the football.
first down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Let's go. We're 30.
And they'll run him with Hunter. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play action. It's Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. First foray into the red zone for Miami. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
30.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And down he'll go at the 25. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Control! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Off of play action, Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And on the ground they go with a running back. Breaks through the contact. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
30! Go!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder coming up, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Here's Tannehill. And it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Tannehill finding his target. It's Cody Latimer. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Let's go. 230. Run.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Patriots have it. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn. Blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Here's Darnold. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
First down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Darnold now to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin with two teams who don't really like each other all that much as Oakland heads out to take on Kansas City. And it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Sam Darnold who was on target in the first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Faking the give, Darnold. Flushed out right. Oh, wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Patriot! Patriot! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's Darnold now on second down. Dancing to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Gone!
To throw is Darnold. Forced out, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Sam Darnold, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Santos now to add the PAT. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On second down, Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Santos with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Tannehill now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
30.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because the running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300, that means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing. That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back now in Miami. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And out come the Dolphins now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The tackle made by Derek Rivers.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
New England on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Darnold. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon from 4 yards out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Defense.
Well, they've had some points put up against them in this game, maybe trying to be more aggressive, a little too aggressive.
And that's why the holding got detected on them, trying to really snug up on these receivers. Got a little bit too close while the ball was in the air.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 3rd down, Scott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To the left side here for Eifert. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Tannehill on 1st down. Incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. 2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Holding offense.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Throwing again is Tannehill. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
30.
Tannehill. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for New England. Give him 69 yards on the ground. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll get it up the middle, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he is really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the